And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
I'm getting older.
Joe got mad at me because I said I wasn't a fan.
That's not true. Bobby's gaslighting.
What's that mean? I'm not gaslighting. That's
You
what
said
happened.
I don't
Bobby,
like him.
I said I'm not a fan.
First you said I don't like him. Then you switched to I'm not a fan.
I switched it up.
And then
to
you said you
polite.
preferred Journey.
I didn't say that.
Bobby, you're scurrying also because
What?
you're just scurrying. Joe's got you scurrying.
Listen, man, don't turn on me.
It's just just
Don't
scurrying.
turn on me because you're starstruck with Joe List.
Joe, I can't believe he's here.
Yeah, I know. All right, just because Joe List from 4th of July
He's
is
the
here.
star of 4th of July.
I know.
Thank you. One of the stars.
So famous.
One of the, he is.
Along with Roberto.
One of the
Everybody, we have an amazing guest in studio with us. This is The Bonfire, Faction Talk Sirius XM 103. He's going to be at Side Splitters in Tampa, August 22nd to the 24th in Town Hall, New York City. What? That's awesome. November 9th.
What?
Get tickets and tour dates
It's a big
at
play.
comedianjoelist.com, everybody. It's the great Joe List.
Thank you.
How big is Town Hall?
Town Hall's 1,400. I don't know what they were thinking.
What, dude? You're going to sell it out?
Oh, it's festival, though, right?
It's festival. They're
that'll
gonna.
be
They'll help me.
Watch this right here. Ready? Joe's going to be at Town Hall. What's the date?
November 9th.
It just sold out.
Phones
just
are
sold out.
lighting up.
It just sold out.
The phone's just broke.
Uh-oh.
The smoke coming out of the phone.
We're overloading.
This is like Sinead O'Connor on SNL. It's like, the world has exploded. Yeah, come on. November 9th. It's my first time doing a big New York show. Usually I just do the special at the VU on a Sunday. So this is a big deal.
That's
Town Hall.
nice. Exciting place, too. Such a cool venue.
And then they always do this. Soder's there the night before. I'm like,
What?
you fucked me.
Who did that?
I don't know.
New York Comedy Festival. It's
What a
the
bunch of
same
idiots.
mistake. Netflix did the same thing out in L.A. If you remember when we were out in L.A., Netflix did. Seriously, they put like people against each other. It was like it would be Tom and then Bert back-to-back nights at the Forum.
No, we have it all the time. I'm like, can't wait to see you at Funny Bone. Mark was here yesterday. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? And they're like, Mark did the arena. How come you're at the Funny Bone? I'm like,
Well-
I prefer it. I don't like all the parking situation at the arenas.
No, it is. Well, we've had this conversation a bunch. It's like a handful of comics are like taking everybody's comedy dollar right now. It's the Taylor
Right.
Swift effect, where all the bands are like bailing on their tours.
Right.
Because luckily, comedic touring isn't very expensive.
Yeah, but thank God it's those comics too.
But
They'll
I'm
come
saying,
back.
but it's
They'll come back to us.
It makes me feel better, though, that, like, White Stripes can't sell tickets. I think,
Yeah, neither can Pearl Jam.
What?
It's not true.
No, it's not true. You go to the tickets at Fenway Park, they're like $1,000, $2,000 for shitty seats.
MSG 2 nights, you got to pay a lot.
Yeah, it's like $800.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But- which I was surprised because I had tickets to Foo Fighters.
I was just fucking with Lou. I thought Jay was going to jump in, but he's still starstruck with you.
Joe's got my
Just
back.
staring at his eyes. Jump in, fuckface.
Stop cutting him off, dude. Let
Yeah.
him go.
Oh my God,
He's doing
dude.
his thing.
Well,
You really disconnect from
You
me
gotta
when
let
someone
List
comes
get
in.
loose, dude.
What the
as an artist,
What a piece of shit you are.
as an artist,
Jay won't
Robert,
even look at me.
I find that you have to feel your emotions and let them come out on the page.
Yeah. What?
No, it's beautiful.
Well, that is really shitty booking, though. The fact, because you and Soda, that's a lot of the same people.
I know, but I think we'll make it happen.
It's a
right?
fantastic idea if they would just go with the idea of passes for these festivals instead of just making them individual ticketed shows.
Right. Good point.
So I'm saying they're doing so. It's like with the Fully Loadeds and stuff, and Shane out there and everyone, like people where they used to go. It was easier when it was like, hey, I live near a Funny Bone, and I'm going to see Norman in 2 weeks, Joe List in 5 weeks. You're coming through, and whatever. You know what I mean? Like now, it's like they've spent $1,000 as a couple to go see Shane for one night.
Right.
And they're just like, you come around, they're like, oh, I got to catch you next time.
Right.
Is it the New York Comedy Festival still Caroline's?
Yeah, I went on the radio with Caroline Hirsch. It was fun.
Really?
Lovely lady.
Go ahead, Jay.
Was it though? No, I'm kidding.
Go ahead,
It was
Jay.
great, and I appreciated every second of it. And I
was
wish she was
Miranda.
here with me right now.
What did it become? It became a ping pong place, right?
Yeah, it's ping pong.
Caroline's?
Oh, Spin?
Yeah, it's like
that one?
Susan Sarandon's
Yeah.
one, right?
I was on a flight with Susan Sarandon one time, and so badly I wanted to go, I've seen your tits.
Really? Did you?
I didn't say that, but you want to.
What were her tits in? I forget.
Bull Durham,
Okay.
and I think she has like
The
a
70s.
yeah, I think
and they're
70s.
amazing.
She went big time. Yeah.
She's got nice, natural, saggy
I mean, you
cans.
see,
You know what I mean?
It's purposefully see-through in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was in that too.
I think she's
Did
gorgeous.
you ever go to that? Did anybody ever go to that and do all that horse shit?
I've never been to a lot.
Because you dress like you did.
No, I don't. Christine's ex-boyfriend used to all his friends used to dress up in like trans people and go out into that movie and she respected him.
He's a lawyer now.
I really hitched my wagon, huh?
He's a what?
He's a lawyer now.
I really hitched my wagon right, didn't I? A woman who was settling for going, babe, I can't hang out on Saturday. You know that's my put on fishnets with my guys and go out and throw spoons or whatever at the screen.
Is that still a thing? Do people say it's dead, right? It's over?
It's not over, but I hope it's dying. No, they only do it with other movies. They have like Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is like a big gay one. That movie, The Room. You know the movie The Room?
Oh yeah. I was thinking, oh my lord,
She's got, I mean, those are perfect.
Ooh. Great actor,
Yeah. Very
great
perfect.
politics.
Tasteful
Really?
nip size.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I think in Bull Durham they were actually better when she got a little older and they became a little more mature.
That's her daughter. Didn't you
Yeah.
work with her, Bob?
What?
Yeah.
In
In unsane what?
when you were a drummer.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Well, who's
Yeah.
her daughter?
One with the tits.
I was with Liz.
Susan Sarandon Jr.?
Liz
Jr.?
Liz Gillies was in the show. No,
No, she's got an Italian last name. I forgot her.
That's not somebody's daughter.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know.
She,
I don't think she was in. No,
Dave Armori, yeah.
no,
Don't
she was.
call her daughter.
No, that's not her. I was Liz Gillies. They look similar, but it's not. Liz Gillies was from that show on Nickelodeon.
Is that her and Tim, what's his name, daughter?
No.
Tim Robbins.
No.
Tim Robbins. Yeah.
No, their daughter would have been goofy looking.
Hey.
She's not gonna be hot. Those two
But
goof
yeah,
faces.
she showed her cans in Californication, the daughter.
Oh,
Look at you. What a
Yeah.
little Mr. Skin you are.
I'm hoping you're looking these up and not just off the top of your head.
Christine.
No, he
if you
knows.
would.
He knows. Jacob knows. He's an encyclopedia of this kind of stuff. Exactly.
Oh wow, well that's nice.
Mr. Skin, that's when he talks, it is so wild. At 11 minutes and 42 seconds in, slight side beaver. But man, when I was at the sites, the way everything is now, I don't overthink it, but how much I loved those two magazines, Celebrity Sleuth and Celebrity Skin, when the tactile porno magazine was still a thing that people gave a shit about. Those were great because there was no like cataloging of these things with the internet, so it was just pictures like Alyssa Milano. Like I know every shitty movie she's ever showed her tits in, I know the name of, or
Yeah.
Pam Anderson. Before it was like you could see everything everywhere in her sex
Was
tape.
it a vampire movie that Melissa Milano? was in?
Embrace of the Vampire,
Embrace of the Vampire.
is the shitty one where she shows her tits for sure.
First time I jerked off at my grandmother's house
To what?
to that movie,
Really?
and I had to jerk off in real time because that was before TiVo. I was in the basement. I was downstairs and I felt
It was on
something.
cable.
I felt something happening between them two,
Mm-hmm.
and I was ready to rock and roll.
The two girls are going to lesbo out.
I felt it coming.
It's the girl from Charlotte Lewis, the girl from The Golden Child.
Oh,
That was like his love interest in
Who's
that.
got the
Oh, yeah.
knife?
Yeah, it was her. It was her and Alyssa Milano,
Yeah.
the ones making out. Then there was always a famous shot of Alyssa Milano on the beach, big, thick black beaver. It was so great. And her tits were fantastic. Now she would hate us so much.
But the thing that made the
She's-
Embrace of the Vampire so hot is that those are two girls from things that I'll never see their tits.
Why would you ever, yeah.
Golden Girl, never see her.
Well,
never.
she had see-through in that. No, that girl's done a bunch of topless stuff, actually.
But in my brain, I'm sitting there watching like this is just gonna be a vampire movie. And then when they started doing it, I was like, I was ready to
Look at
rock.
Lou's giving you a taste over there.
See.
I'd like to see.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it?
right. This is when I knew.
Oh, so what year is this?
Oh,
Oh
90s?
God, this is such a weird
Wow.
little scene.
And they're about to make love?
Yeah, you can tell. Watch. Right here is when I took my pants down.
You go,
Right here.
something's happening. Something's happening.
Right there is where I put my hands down my pants and started taking them down.
Oh.
Lean back, Bobby.
You do that sometimes? You reach down before you pull your pants down, just
Yeah.
darn it
Now
out?
this is when I started to fill up.
This is like Kramer and George Costanza.
She's undoing the first button, still taking photos. It's still a legit photo shoot.
You are a lover boy.
Yeah.
And who's these people? One's Alyssa Milano, and who's the other?
The girl from The Golden Child.
Now,
Oh, yes, yeah.
now Melissa Milano undid the second button, not even asked to do. She just did it. Yeah. And now.
Oh, I'm getting chub.
Oh, and it pops out.
Oh my God!
That's when I just started going at it. That's when I started. Right there, I was like, I'm doing this.
It's
at
a
my
whole
grandma's.
thing. I don't even know what this movie's about. I know the title, the year.
It's about time you send me a link.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm halfway through right now. I
And
don't
she
even know
was,
if I made it this far.
She did a little nudity, I believe, in the Poison Ivy movie she did.
Oh God.
I was looking up Sally Field. I was thinking about Mr. Skin because I was watching Smoking the Bandit, and Sally Field's the most beautiful woman ever.
Yeah,
I was like, is this
she's
woman's
cute.
breasts live anywhere?
So I think
Great
she's really
ass.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, in
great
that
ass.
movie. Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
But I don't think her boobs
Yeah, go back.
live
Let
anywhere.
that play, Lou. Stop.
Pam Anderson had a couple of real shit movies, but she did nudity and that were great. Snapdragon is one with Keith David, not the black guy, the one that was Firestarter's dad.
I don't know any Keith Davids.
You know why this?
No, the other one, the one guy is the black stepdad and Something About Mary. He's in everything.
Okay.
I think that's
Oh, I know that
Keith.
guy.
That's David Keith.
Yeah.
So Keith David was the guy I'm talking about. He fucks Pam Anderson in a movie.
You know
Pretty
why
great.
this turns me on? Why because when I went to art school, when I was in college for art, this was my move.
You'd say I was going to take pictures of you and slowly undress a girl?
Not pictures. I used to draw. I used to get my sketch pad, and I had a studio in my basement where I was living with my Jewish foster father, Ken Laz. And I set up a little studio with a hammock and a couch, and I would bring girls who I was dating, and we'd go down there, or whatever, and I'd be like, sketch you, and it's this same scenario.
We have
Now, when
Chris
you watch-
Rogers. We have Chris Rogers in studio. Chris Rogers Art, who's a phenomenal artist out of Austin, Texas.
I guarantee
He does
he
the
has
Kill
books
Tony stuff.
with tits in them from back when he started.
No,
he did the
books
same
with-
thing.
He made Bobby.
Look at she's shaking his head.
Bobby?
She's shaking her head.
Chris is an artist who paints from his soul. You are an art school rapist.
I wouldn't have put a name to it, but
When you watch Titanic, were you like, that's fucking my move?
that was my move. I did relate to that
What
too.
the hell is this?
I have a sketchbook with
Who wrote this?
a bunch of there's like one sketch and then a half a boob and then two tits and then that's it. I moved on. Then we just started making out. But
So you can always tell how far you got.
did you ever use that? Did you ever use that in your? No. Did you ever be like, "Can I draw you"?
No, dude.
You never did that? No. Okay.
No. But the first time he painted me, we did make love after. Unrelated.
Bearskin rug.
I
Unrelated.
do love nude photography, and I'm like, I think I would like to do that. And Sarah says, my wife, she says anything you can jerk off to. This used to be a bit in my act. I'm just doing old bits in my act. That never worked. But she's like, anything you can jerk off to is not art. And I'm like, well, then Saved by the Bell, I guess, isn't art.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't do it in my act for very long. But I'm like, it
Town
is.
Hall.
It is. Town Hall, November
Saved by
9th.
the Bell was someone's art.
But it is. It's doubly funny because it's not really
when you
art.
say you
and I'm
like
jerking off.
nude photography, like in an
I
artistic
enjoy
sense.
it. Yeah, I like looking at it. But she thinks it's all creeps who are just trying to get it. She thinks it's all Bobby Kelly's. But I'm saying there
What the
are
fuck?
people
I
that are
was- first
actual
of all,
artists.
I
It
was
is sexual,
I was
though.
an artist.
I know you
And I
were.
wanted to practice. You had to practice 30-second drawings, 60-second drawings. You had to practice. And where am I going to get the body? I needed a body to draw.
I thought you draw me naked.
You would?
Let's do it
Can
on
we?
the regs.
We actually have
Some
drawing
some-
pads.
An
We
easel?
We should draw.
Well, our initial plan, we said Chris and his girlfriend are here, and we were saying let's give him a break for the day that we would draw them.
Oh, I like that.
We would all take turns drawing them together,
But now we should draw each other.
and now I think we should draw each other.
Yeah, you
You
draw.
know, I'd be happy to. It's so fun. Last night, literally, I've been on a big Patti Smith kick. I'm reading her book, and she sketches, and she's like a real artist. And I was like, I'm gonna sketch her, and I tried to draw Patti Smith, and it somehow looked uglier than actual Patti
Wow,
Smith.
that's crazy.
I mean, it was so bad. I really am bad at drawing. Because you look at drawing, and you're like, yeah, I'll just make the. Oh, jeez.
She was so ugly, no one cared that she had a song with the N-word in the title.
She scrubbed it off of all
Did
streaming
she?
quietly. Yeah, honestly, and you can't find it.
It's not a racist song. It's kind of weird.
No.
It's just the word in general. I guess,
Yeah, the song's called "Rock and Roll N-Word," and
she play the-
it's
Marilyn
gone.
Manson.
You can't get
Marilyn
it.
Manson did a cover of it on
You
one
can,
of his albums.
you can
yeah.
still get his version.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you gonna do?
Damage done.
Why does she look like a wizard?
Because I don't know. She's the ugliest woman always, forever.
And she has the hairy armpits, which it drives me nuts.
By the way, she plays that song with the N-word at the rock and roll induction. after she gives a story about she goes, my grandmother would always say, Patricia, what's that song you play? I like to vacuum to it. It makes me move when I'm vacuuming. And this is that song. And then she goes, this song's called Rock and Roll N-Word. She just goes into it like, oh!
No, she's unbelievable. I'm reading her book, M Train, and it's really...
What's it called?
M Train.
I would have called it I Smell Like I Look.
One of the great artists. Shout out, Patty, if you're listening. I'm not making any of these comments except for that first one I made, but I love you, and I would love to meet you. And
She
show
might be
you.
listening. We know she's not shaving her armpits.
She's on tour right now. She's in Europe, so she's not hearing it live at least.
She's also definitely not shaving her armpits then, too. They're okay with that in Europe.
Her teeth are jacked.
No,
I
she
like
was
that
genuine-
also.
She was.
You like that?
Did you find her
You mean you
attractive in any way?
relate
I don't find her physically attractive, but I am very attracted to personality. I mean, the Horses cover, I could get into that. I like who she is as an
that
artist. But no, that's not physically my type.
I'd rather fuck salami.
How did Taylor
It would
Swift
She looks
smell
like
good.
she looks
It
like
would
Iggy
smell.
Pop, but his body's better. He was more hairless.
I think that deserved more, but I was taking a sip.
It's okay.
That's my excuse.
It's okay. Yeah, but this was it was a different time where the artists were like. Again, I've definitely had people though. As I'm saying that, I'm trying to think of who's a good example. Oh, I said before, Cyndi Lauper. Everyone says I'm crazy that she's flat out not attractive. I think she's very attractive. I think I like her whole thing. Like I think her voice. I think the way she said, yeah.
Well, and the talent. She's very talented.
Yeah, she's all right.
But don't you think Patti Smith, going back...
Cupboard, I got a lisp. Ugh.
No, voices.
Two colors, and that's why I love you. And don't be afraid.
That was impressive because you went from a horrible impression that I was going to be mad about,
Yeah.
and then you kind of switched gears, and I was like, that's pretty good.
The guy's got it. Have you ever heard him do Steve Perry?
That's what I
It's
do.
to die for.
That's what I do.
I was like, that's really disrespect. Whoa.
She actually has a much better voice than Hang On a second.
But Patti Smith, who some credit with the first punk record, she's punk. Her looks are punk rock. It's
Yeah.
punk rock to be a front person that's
back,
that
But
looking.
back then, as a woman, you're supposed to look smelly and dirty, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Look at that's punk. She looks like
Even Stevie Nicks dressed like she smelled, even though she was kind of cute.
She was hot though.
Yeah, she looked like a fucking like one of those doilies you put like a hot tea thing on.
Yes, no, for sure. Well, at first she came out like that. It was all that witchy
Lace
shit,
and
and
shit.
then the '80s came, dude, and then she just was straight coked out. Everything was silk, wearing pajamas on stage and shit.
Yeah, when did chicks become hot in music?
Ooh,
Samantha
Madonna.
Fox?
Madonna, who's the
Madonna.
sexiest woman of all time, in my
Wow.
opinion.
Not now, but yeah,
Sexy. I'm not saying hottest. Sexiest.
she was sexy.
no,
She was
not
sexy.
anymore. Because now this is what happens too. It happens with dudes too in music. You could see they lose that thing, like that sexiness, and like Madonna when we saw her last time at the Garden, it was great show. But like her just like moving her body and like dancing, you're looking at an elderly woman trying to do. You know what I mean? It's just like the shape and the flow, the rhythm of it is just it's choppy and bad. But she did have a sexy thing for a while.
Yeah,
That pictures where there was like her with her ass hanging out underneath, like going underneath the bed when she was like posting out. And you're like, yeah,
She has a Mr. Potato Head.
yeah.
Like you could change her nose and lips out.
I know.
Yeah, she's not good looking anymore. She fucked up because she kept doing. You have to keep doing all that shit you did to your face to keep it, or it just falls into
just
your
drips
face.
off.
Yeah.
I think these people should just age gracefully. It's more attractive. to my-
I agree,
my
or
opinion.
else everybody gets that same. It's the Joan Rivers thing. Everyone gets the Joan Rivers face. Little Kim looks exactly like Joan Rivers. They look identical. Because there's only one face. If you keep pulling eyes and eyelids up and cheeks back, eventually we all have one face.
Right.
And I think what it is it's getting close to skull. That's what it looks like, because it's little nose holes. And oh yeah, this is her trying to dance,
It
Madonna.
starts to look a little bit like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Saw guy. Oh,
She's-
jeez.
Wonk, wonk.
She did great. This was the last song, and but she's old.
I know, but you're going to see her haunches. The only thing
They
grosser than
have
this to me,
They have to have the same bars in her bathroom.
the only,
Fucking old coot.
yeah,
That's her shower.
Yeah, that's her shower.
yeah, sexy is not the thing. She's not pulling off sexy anymore.
Not at all. Look at her hip. Ugh, her fucking weird hips.
Oh, Christine, wasn't going to tell you to bring up. It was something similar like this.
I was going through the Patti Smith speech, but I can't find the part you're talking about yet.
Yeah, this was so. It's over for this.
She was great. It was awesome.
She's not great. She has to hold on.
I mean, she's still spinning around the arena in a floating stage.
Yeah, they have to do that because she can't walk.
She didn't spin once.
They have to float her around, that old asshole. I can't. My meniscus is torn.
No, just when she gets close enough to you where you're like, holy shit, she looks old as fuck. Two topless girls and two gay guys start kissing each other.
Really?
Oh, what was that?
Distraction.
I was with her, not with her, but walked next to her when she was at the cellar with Amy. She walked downstairs and I was on the stairs.
She's short, right?
I don't remember really. Probably. I guess so. I was on the stairs. She walked down the stairs and then was on stage. And it was weird because they didn't
Did you
really...
ask her whose dick was bigger, Big Daddy Kane or Tupac?
I did not. I didn't think
Joe,
to.
can you call me before you just meet anybody?
Sorry. I didn't even meet her. She just walked by and then I watched her
Joe,
on stage.
would you mind just give me or drop me a line if you happen to meet anybody crazy?
It was weird because she didn't really tell any stories. Amy just brought her up and was like, here's
Look at
Madonna.
this.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
It's very odd.
Look how famous I am. I'm friends with this.
I was like,
That's
okay.
what Chris
She
D'Elia
points
did.
to Keith and she goes, I used to be friends with that. Now I'm friends with this.
That's what Chris D'Elia. Dude, that's what Chris D'Elia did with that boxer Ryan Garcia. He just brought him on stage and he was like, huh? And then Ryan Garcia just went. He's like air punches. Like it's all. He's like, this is what I do. I guess I throw punches.
Someone just sent me I'm not going to name names, but somebody sent me a Chris D'Elia bit, and they were like, this is so bad. And then have you ever had this happen where someone's like, look how bad this is? I watched it. I was on the floor laughing. Sarah and I were crying laughing.
I had it
and
at my
said
show
to my
last
neighbor,
night at the cellar. A guy came up and was like, that was really bad.
But you
But then somebody else was laughing and enjoying it. Yeah, sure. Oh, I do it myself. I do it to myself every time I try to say Gary Owens, like his corny, like acting black, appropriating black culture, whole thing is horse shit. And then I try to show somebody, I go, oh, you don't watch Gary? Watch how awful this is. And 100% of the time it makes me laugh. That son of a bitch is really funny. Like, I don't know if I buy or love the whole like wiggery thing he does, but like he's funny.
well, you feel bad because you want to hate with somebody. That is the worst. But then you're like, I'm so sorry. I really think this
That
is
happens when you're
spectacular.
Darren Carter, the party starter.
Who's he?
He's
He's Darren Carter, the party
You
starter.
haven't seen Darren Carter, the party starter?
No.
He's one goes boom.
He's a
chicka, boom,
musician?
chicka, boom, chicka,
Oh,
boom, chicka.
it's great.
What is it? I like my
I
coffee.
like my woman like I like my...
I like my women like I like my, and someone has to yell something out.
And they just
Christine,
yell.
bring it up.
He's a comedian?
Yeah, Darren
Well,
Carter, the
you know,
party starter.
He's
Yeah.
in LA. He was
Yeah, you don't know him?
I don't think so.
Stop it. You know him. There you go.
Oh, you must not
What?
hang out. You must not hang out at many parties
Here you go.
No.
because this guy's always starting them.
On all fours.
Yeah, here you go.
I like my women like I like my coffee. Italian and sweet. Sight.
That was good.
Like I like my weed. Legal.
Wait, what?
I'll do that.
Tim
I'll do
Dillon?
the Here we go.
Like I like my. Ooh, I like my women like I like my penguins, black and white with little arms. I like my women like I like my 401k.
A lot of Ontario.
Penalty for early withdrawal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it's a double meaning, you see?
Yeah, I get
He took his dick out too early. That's pretty good.
it. Jay, what's wrong
Why is
with
it all
you?
Ontario?
I think he's promoting.
Oh, those are his
dates.
dates. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, he's only in Ontario. They won't allow that in America anymore.
He's like Comedy Magic Club all the time.
Yeah.
Did he do this bit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
it's his closer, dude.
Stop it.
Buddy, he kills.
Yeah.
But he does other jokes before that. Like he's like a regular stand-up
Just the
before
whole
the.
thing.
Yes, it's not
Yeah,
this.
he does, yeah, he does
not the whole thing.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
I'll tell you what, I did Monterey, California, whatever club it was up there, way back in the day in 2000, like maybe 1999.
Yeah.
And he was the opening act, and I was closing, and I ate my fat dick after this kid.
I bet. Was he doing this?
He went up and murdered, and I went up. I was like, "That women are fucking weird," and I took a hot one.
After him
Yeah, after him, he fucking murdered.
doing the party starting.
He did the Darren Carter, the party starter, man. Yeah, and then there was Bob Kelly, the
Yeah,
party
I'm Bob,
ender.
yeah, I'm Bob Kelly. Someone called the cops.
I'm Bob Kelly, the party pooper.
Hey, you have to go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my women like I like my. I don't know.
That's the problem with that. If you don't have anything, you're just like,
That'd be funny if that was the whole bit.
That's what I do. I started off, I was like, I'm going to start doing crowd work. Everyone's doing crowd. I'm going to do crowd work. And then it quickly became ironic crowd work because I was like, I don't got anything. I don't know.
That would be a great clip.
That's all I do. I'm like, I don't know.
Are you guys married? No. Right?
It's fair.
In my mind, I was kind of already leading down the married people questions.
What's up with that shirt? I kind of like it. It is nice. Where'd you get it?
Hey, what's up with that shirt? He goes, oh, yeah, it's my dad's before he passed.
Well, that's D'Elia's, the thing he put up was a Twitter making fun of crowd work, and I fucking was crying laughing.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it.
He goes, but he's being very silly. I'm a silly guy. And he's picking really funny numbers, and it's hard to explain. It goes on for a long time.
Which one?
That's not it. Oh, it's down. It's the, hold on, I see it. At 9 million views on TikTok.
Wow.
This one.
Do crowd work now. They'll be like, what was up?
I feel bad if you
Someone
guys
will
hate
just be
it.
like, oh, I got the clip, and you watch the clip, and the comedian's like, what's your name? You know? And the guy's like, fucking Terrence. And then the comedian's like, whoa, we got a Terrence over here. Whoa, what are you from Hustle and Flow? Whoa, this is the actor from Hustle and Flow. You guys know? And then they post it. And then, well, where you work though? Where do you work? Oh, fucking, oh yeah. Oh, we got a guy who works. 9 million views on TikTok.
I don't know what that is.
You in a relationship? Or, yeah, I'm married. Oh, he's sad about it. Oh, okay, we're the single guys though. Oh, fucking 25 million views.
Jay's special's coming out next month.
Oh, fucking tank top. Oh, we're seeing a play or something.
The title of my crowd work album is So this stands.
It should be called 9 million views.
The funniest part is that he's certainly not talking about. I think he's talking about specifically two people that I can think of.
Name names.
I'm not naming
Why
names.
do you always bring this up? You never name a name.
It's probably 7,000 people. No, it is. I said a lot of that too.
Who is it?
A lot of
Name
the crowd.
Well, you know, the huge crowd work guy.
Who's that?
I don't like to say people's names.
Are they ugly or are they good looking?
They're very good looking.
Okay, we know who it is.
But
I'm right here, guys.
At one point, he's doing the views, this many views, and he goes, "It got 1270 million," and that's what hit me. 1270 million is funny.
I think D'Elia is funny.
I never really watched him. I don't know him. Whatever you guys think is exactly what I think. I don't know.
Me too.
Are you guys friends with him? I'm friends with him if you're friends with him. I hate him if you hate him.
I don't know him at all.
I've never met him. I've never been in the same room with
zero
him.
repercussions to say I think he fucks children.
No, he doesn't. I was there in L.A. when Dane and him
fuck children.
Yeah, when they had game night together.
Ooh,
no,
nice. That's how you suss out the young, get young away from their parents. We're just gonna play games.
Yeah, but Dane did Sony, and he actually did board games, which is like a Switch. It was like old-fashioned games. No, him and Dane kind of were going toe-to the ego thing, you know what I mean? Because D'Elia was coming up.
God, that sounds like a fucking sweaty argument of how physical they both are.
It was
weird.
I
think D'Elia's similar to Dane,
You're taking my bits and you're stealing them and committing them to memory, and then you're walking onto the stage with them.
Oh, I'm taking your bits.
And now I'm doing Dane Cook bits, and now I'm doing
Now I got fucking cool sneakers and tight jeans.
I never really watched D'Elia, but yeah, someone was like, "This is so bad," and I was like,
"He's funny."
I was like, "That's pretty funny."
I genuinely know none of his stuff.
Me either.
He's funny. I've seen him on podcasts and stuff. He's been on the Brendan Schwab. What's his name? Schaub.
Fighter and the Kid?
Yeah, he fucks with those guys a lot. And he would come in and just trash them. He's pretty funny with that stuff.
Good.
I'd have to say.
Good. You love him, dude.
I do. I love him.
Open for him on tour.
I'm gonna.
Just some of that spillover fucking young gash, dude.
I would. I'd do it.
Yeah. If you fuck them in Canada, they could be 16.
I don't fuck little girls. I like women with.
Well,
cancer
then what are you going to
freckles.
do on this tour?
I like a cancer freckle chest.
I know.
I like the potential of a melanoma. I
No,
like.
your biggest thing is you like a woman who's divorced and a survivor.
Yes, I like roots on my women. I like a nice gray root down the middle of the head.
She has to have survived.
Yeah, I like a chick with a scrunchie most of the time.
Yeah, Bobby likes his women like he likes his diners.
I like my women like I like my.
Filled with Greeks. Filled with Greeks, huh? I can do it. I'm
could
gonna
do
start
it.
doing
Yeah,
it.
try it right now.
I'm gonna do that bit. Hey, I like my women like I like my
straws.
fucking. You suck on them and they're skinny, and you do coke through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, do another one.
I like my women like I like my
Cars.
cars fast and black.
Go, do another one. I like it. You're killing it.
I like my women like I like my
Shoes.
shoes tight and faded and old.
You're doing it. You're really doing
I'll
it.
tell you, Joe, you're doing it. You put the frill and fluff around it. It's all fine. Remember earlier we kept singing happy birthday to everybody. That was just the bit. We just kept singing happy birthday. We went a little too long with it. That's all. It's a simple game we play here. We had so many subjects we wanted to talk about today, and then we're almost out of time.
We were going to draw today, too.
We were gonna
had
draw.
all kinds of stuff.
I know.
You know, Jay is actually an artist.
No, stop.
No, listen, man. Fuck you.
Stop it.
Nah, dude. You hide it, and it kind of annoys me because you're really good.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Stop.
No, look at me. Look at me, Jay. Look up. Look at me. Look at me. You're an amazing artist.
Stop.
No.
It's not true.
Well, you're an
need
amazing performing artist. I know that.
No, he's
Thank
great.
you.
You're great at what you do. You're great at comedy. You're great at radio. But you're
Better drawing.
You're insane. You're amazing. You're an amazing artist. You should do art more.
No.
You should.
Let's see.
Look at Jay's artwork.
You have to make that way bigger.
That's a Emma Rose.
Oh, that's very good. Who's the guy in the back middle?
That's Bert.
Bert Kreischer.
You know Bert.
Right.
All right, looks like he just like punched a piece of charcoal on his paper. Oh, that's her from behind with a little wiener
Oh,
sticking
that's
out. She's
really
trans.
good.
Yeah.
She's trans.
How good is that?
Oh
Look at-
wow, that's
it-
very good. She's trans.
But
That's
look-
that's the best artwork.
Well, you
up
see
there.
her little wiener going. Bobby's sucking.
Wow.
That's not me. That was Norton. That was Norton.
Bobby, that was a self-portrait, I believe.
That
was.
is me. You're right. I'm sorry.
That was a self-portrait.
Wow.
Where are those drawings, by the way? I don't want those to
Who
fucking
is
show
this
up
woman?
somewhere.
That woman has a penis?
Yeah.
Send me a link.
The really nice one. Emma Rose.
Send me
Oh.
a link to a straight man blowing her against his will, please.
Yeah, his name's Ian Fidance.
Yeah.
He did it for months and months.
Yeah, he does it whenever she's in town and she's lonely.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
think he
flicks
hurt
her.
his hip.
You hurt his hip with her? Wow. Jeez.
Wow, she busted his hip. That thing must get much bigger than it looked when I saw it.
Oh,
Busted out his hip. It was little when we saw it, yeah. And by the way,
Little to who?
not at lack of her really giving it a good old taffy tug. I mean, she was really working it.
Yeah,
she was really darning it out.
She really got naked and then went, go, guys, give me a sec. And then she turned around and just started playing Van Halen on her cock.
Wow.
She was up on the neck.
Oh hey.
Ah, she's so cool. She was a great guest.
And she's a
Bobby,
comic?
you were about to just go, man, she is so hot, and then just came face to face with that little triangle of dinger. Oh, there, this is pointing at you now.
No, keep going.
What's her name? Emma Rose?
She's gorgeous, but I prefer to call her Jeff.
This is
Her
like-
mama call her Jeff. I'm gonna call her Jeff.
This is like the old comedy bit where you go and the guy goes to the comic goes in the town and he goes, "Hey, is there? I do some local humor. Is there? What's the gay bar around here?" And the guy's like, "Oh, the Manhole." He's like, "Cool. Do you know what time they stay open till? And does they have drink deals?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"What's her last name? Rose." I don't
When's
know.
it?
It's just
When's it
curious.
jumping off? Emma Rose.
She was a great guest.
Did she
Very
do
funny.
porn?
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't know. You'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Can we look it up on your phone and see if it's already purple in the search?
Just type an E on any of my.
It's the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, I have to delete my history.
Buddy, you got to think ahead. I'll never forget that the first time I found my dad's porn magazines, and I think it was just middle porn of a 3-pack.
Yeah.
That he just never threw out because I don't think people know where to throw things away like this. But he had like trans, like magazines in there that I just have to assume were in the middle of a 3-pack because I've gotten them before when I would buy 3-packs of porn magazines.
Wow.
But I would throw them out.
Every time I jerk off, I delete my history.
Me too.
Every time, delete the history. That's it. It's gone. Because I don't even want to. I get so. One time, Dawn picked up my phone, and she was going to start searching something. I was like, no. Because I don't know what that keyword is that's going to flop up.
Yeah, but have you looked at stuff where you're like, I shouldn't, like this might put me on a watch list?
I looked at stuff where after I was like, Jesus Christ, that was weird. Like out loud to myself.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
No, I've searched when you hear about things, they're like, I said, I'll get down a rabbit hole of like bizarre pornography. And then you're like, is someone looking and being like, yo, this guy loves watching women suck horses off and then get horse cum in their mouths and then almost throw up. And I go, yeah, but not sexually. I'm watching that for pure. That's smoking. I'm telling you, that's smoking a cigarette and just dicking around your phone.
I've thought of that. There should be like an asterisk, like he didn't come to this.
Yes,
he just kind of like checked it out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
listen, there's something they just do catalogs of kids' toys, and some people are jerking off to that because they're animals. I'm not jerking off to horse pornography. I'm just taking it in as part of a reference for something I'll say one day.
It's funny that the slightest little thing will set the algorithm off. So like when you click on something and then you look, oh, what's that? And it's a little different, and that will bring up a whole thing under that, and then it keeps going. It keeps evolving into some weird shit.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure what your porn site of choice is, but I've recently gone for the first time ever using as its own porn search engine, Pornhub. And while the videos on there tend to not be very long, when you search, like keyword search some words you're looking for, by the time you get to the bottom of the first page, they have suggestions.
Yeah.
At the bottom, they're like, this is way better worded. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you typed in, I don't know, I feel like typed in like college, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like at the bottom of the search, it'll be like sorority orgy thing. You're like, yeah, okay, now you do see where I'm going now, and now this is why we're spitballing.
Then you go to the next one is guy sucks guy off, and you're like, I'm there. Thank you.
This is how we spitball, guys. This is what we do. Oh, we have an ad read, so we should take a break.
We got to take a break.
Fun. Joe List is going to be at Side Splitters, Tampa, Florida, August 22nd through the 24th.
Favorite club.
And then again, Town Hall in New York City, November 9th, part of the New York Comedy Festival. Get tickets for that now. Fill that up, dude. Joe is one of the funniest fucking people working in this country. And Joe List and Sarah Talamash, their summer special is going to be airing on Comedy Central Radio, Channel 95, next Wednesday, August 14th at 1 p.m. East and West. Dude, isn't it great doing radio with your chick?
Absolutely not.
No, it's a great show. They're all great.
Oh, thank you. No, it's great. I love it. I can't wait.
You guys are fucking the best, man. Make sure you go again to comedianjoelist.com for tickets and all tour information. We'll be right back. Oh, go to punchup.live/Robert Kelly and see all his stuff too.
Yeah.
He's going to be in places soon. Comedy Connection in Providence, August 17th. Phoenix, Stand Up Live, September 6th and 7th. Hilarities in Cleveland, September 20th and 21st. Really? Does it ever end for this guy?
You're really a star fucker.
No.
You forgot my dates.
No.
And you looked at my sad face, and then you were like, oh, you went,
I would have skipped our plugs, but...
Big J, you're going to be at the Funny Bone in Albany, August 23rd and 24th. Empire Comedy Club, Portland, Maine, August 30th and August 31st.
Is that fun, Joe? You did it, right? Or you're doing it?
Which one?
The thing in Portland, Maine.
Oh, I love it. I mean,
It's
I love
great.
Portland. I'm a Maine guy. I love it. It's a great club, great
I
guy.
got an Airbnb that weekend. Just gonna.
Oh, it's the best.
Nice,
The
yeah.
green room though is, I'll say that is like a shower curtain and 2 chairs.
Okay.
So
Dallas, Omaha. You want to keep talking to your girlfriend, fuckface? Jesus Christ.
Joe, we're going to so many fun cities.
Oh,
You want to talk more
of
of them?
I hope you sell no tickets. Go to Big
I
J.
saw his movie in a big theater.
I was in it.
Oh, right. But you did have a couple scenes in that.
A couple. I stole the show.
what?
Big J Comedy. BigJComedy.com for tickets. It's the Bonfire.